Hi everyone. We're going to begin tonight our Havdalah ceremony. We're going to begin actually the way we started Shabbat with an Israeli song, because on Friday night we had our NSTE celebration of Yom HaAtzmaut and Yom HaZikaron, and so I thought it would be nice to close out Shabbat with Ani Ve'ata, a song by Arik Einstein, Israeli songwriter, and we'll just get started with that. So in this time of year, we are looking ahead to Shavuot, the festival on which we celebrate the receiving of Torah on Mount Sinai. But in earlier times, it was a celebration where the Torah says we are to bring the first fruits of our harvest to the place that God will choose, which ended up being the temple a little later. And so the people would bring their first fruits of the 7 species of the land of Israel to Jerusalem. And the Mishnah says that they were preceded by the sounding of a flute. The flute preceded them into Jerusalem, and the farmers, that is. And then when they got there, all the people who dwelled in the city who weren't farmers but lived off of the foods that were brought there, they would stand and welcome the farmers with all their first fruits and really just pay honor to them. Rav Kook said that it was a sign of sort of moral deficiency if those who lived in the city didn't honor the people who grew the food and brought it there. So and they would use this greeting. It says they went out and all the craftsmen in Jerusalem stood before them and greeted them, saying, "Achenu anshe makom ploni batem leshalom." Our brothers and sisters, men and women of such and such a place, wherever you've come from, batem l'shalom, come in peace. So we thought when we were out on our walk today, we went on a Shabbat walk, as we've been doing. We've also been doing puzzles, lots of puzzles. We finished one today, yay! It was one of the hardest ones.
1,500 pieces. Thank you, Julia Selby.
1,500 pieces, and it was definitely one of the hardest puzzles we have ever done. And I feel like there should be a blessing for finishing puzzles, but I don't know one at the moment. So, but we were out on our walk afterwards, and started collecting some, not the 7 species of the land of Israel, obviously, but a few species that we felt were representative of Australia, the 7 species of Australia. I don't know if it's the 7 species, but it's 7 things that we have only ever seen since we've lived here. And so we brought them to show you, thought we'd show you. The first one, and we don't actually know what all these are, so if you know, you can just type it into the, I don't know, Facebook, I guess, wherever this is posted, and Facebook, YouTube, and tell us what these things are. I hope you know what they are. This is rather heavy. It would definitely hurt if it fell on your head.
It's hard.
And we're just a little baffled by it. They're not. We saw others of them, and they're not all this shape. They
well, similar shape. It was from a giant tree. We know that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't all have that sort of bumpy shape. But so that was kind of cool. We don't know what that is. You can tell us. Then we found this, which I don't know if it's something edible. I would love to know if it is, because we've seen an awful lot of them. And something tells me it's something that begins with an F, but I don't really know what they actually are. But that was kind of a cool find. Then I don't even know if this is an Australian leaf from an Australian tree, but I thought it was really cool. It reminded me of something Egyptian, I think.
We think it might be a ginkgo from a ginkgo tree. We're not sure.
And then species number 4. This, I don't know if you can see.
There you go.
We thought this looked like a certain virus that shall not be named. So we're just going to set that aside and hope it disappears. And then we got home and we realized we only had 4 species and we wanted 7. So we looked around our house and found a few more Australian species. One was...
Save that one.
One was this beautiful jar of honey that comes from St. Albans, New South Wales, the national park. This was given to me by our board member Ingrid, and I am rapidly making my way through it, as you can see.
Almost
gone. And sometimes it's delicious just to have a little bit on fruit or in your tea.
Save that one for last.
And then the other Australian species we found was a Shiraz.
I think maybe beer might be more Australian, I'm not sure, but Australia is certainly known for its wines as well.
And then finally, the last Australian species that we found in our closet was Vegemite.
Aussie.
So those are the 7 Australian species, which we will not bring to the land of Israel. We will just bring them back to our closet, and we will destroy the one that looks like the virus. We are going to begin now our Havdalah ceremony, and hope you'll join in singing. This is a melody from Rick Recht that we love. We love, love, love. And hope you'll catch on to the new melody. Not so new, we did it a couple weeks ago too, but it might be new to you. בין קודש לחול, חטאותינו ימחול, זרענו וכספנו ירבה כחול, והכוכבים בלילה. שבוע טוב, 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 שבוע טוב. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Bimera veyamenu, Yavo Eleinu, Il Mashiach ben David, Il Mashiach ben David. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu Hagiladi. Bimera v'yamenu, Yavo Eleinu, Il Mashiach ben David. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, V'hamidenu Malkeinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, V'hamidenu Malkeinu lechaim. Shavua tov.
Shavua tov.
He's a mensch.
Bye bye. Have a great week.